ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. With the exception of open water this morning, the CARIFTA Swimming Championships closed out last night in Barbados. As Amajal Knowles tells us, the 242 back on top once again.
This CARIFTA update brought to you by Shield Insurance, Premier Travel, member of the International Air Transport Association, Thompson Trading, distributors of Gatorade, and by Generali Insurance.
After 4 days of competition, it was never in doubt. Team Bahamas securing its 5th CARIFTA Swimming Championship in the last 6 years after an impressive 4-day performance, securing 73 medals, including 35 gold. Now the Bahamas tops the point standings with 889 points. They're followed by Jamaica with 748 and Trinidad and Tobago in third with 676. Signing out from Bridgetown, Barbados, I'm Amajal Knowles, ZNS Total Sports.
Our CARIFTA track and field team celebrating as well after securing a 2nd place finish at their edition of the championships in the Cayman Islands. B3A's boss, Dromiko Archer, and head coach Ali Roll both happy with the way our athletes performed.
Body experience for the athletes in particular. I think we have finally made a breakthrough in track and field and understanding what our position is in the world of track and field. And we have awakened the sleeping giant, I would say. I think that the performances were amazing, and I was expecting even greater performances in certain events. And so all in all, the Bahamas has done amazingly well. I said to someone, when you consider the size of this country, we are punching well above our weight class. Jamaica is 7 times the population of the Bahamas. Trinidad is 3 times the population of the Bahamas. And we've come 2nd. And so I'm pleased with where we are. There's a lot more work to do, but I believe that there's been a paradigm shift. And I think that the Bahamas is now ready to go to the next level.
We got 6 gold medals last year at home in Nassau with a contention of 82 athletes. We brought 50 athletes to this year's CARIFTA. We got 9 gold medals, which is better than last year. We got 6 medals the first day, but unfortunately the athletes that qualified step up to the plate. And so I feel as though once we continue to force our athletes to qualify and we can bring 82 athletes, qualified athletes to CARIFTA next year, I'm sure that we can beat Jamaica.
Our CARIFTA water polo teams in the House of Assembly this morning after representing the country well earlier this month in Barbados. The under-16 boys took gold, the under-14 mixed team won silver, while the under-19 boys also making the podium with a bronze medal. Sports Minister, the Honorable Anisha Roll, congratulated the water polo teams along with those that competed in swimming and track and field.
Our young Bahamian athletes have accomplished nothing short of what may be termed greatness. The Bahamas water polo team must continue to establish itself as a regional powerhouse, earning 3 medals for their 2nd year with their stellar performances. Team Bahamas dominating the region and capturing its 3rd consecutive CARIFTA swimming title. Special acknowledgement must be of our young Marvin Johnson, who not only swam 10 individual races and the relay events for the 11 to 12 age category, but demolished the competition, winning every gold medal available. CARIFTA track and field, Team Bahamas, was represented by a small yet powerful team of 50 talented young athletes, earning 26 medals, placing the Bahamas 2nd overall.
The CARIFTA update was brought to you by Shield Insurance, Premier Travel, member of the International Air Transport Association, Thompson Trading, distributors of Gatorade, and by Generali Insurance.
Our Ladies Fed Cup tennis team holding their own in America's Zone 2 competition in Peru. Team Bahamas was 1 win short of moving into Zone 1 for 2020, and the sports minister highlighted them as well.
These exceptional females, including Danielle Thompson, Sydney Clark, Carrie Cartwright, Sierra Donaldson, performed exceptionally well, fiercely fighting for each point during the team matches. Our girls remained undefeated, dominating every match until the final game against Team Peru. Ultimately, the host country held on to the claimed victory. Nevertheless, Mr. Speaker, Team Bahamas made their presence known and demonstrated resounding excellence.
The Pan American Bowling Championships continuing in Peru. Kevin Williams and Kelsey Roll closing out the singles competition last night for Team Bahamas. Williams finishing with 1,196 pins and a 199 average. That led the way for the six-man team from the 242. Now Roll had a total of 1,077 pins and a 180 average. Doubles on the lanes today. Williams teaming with Stan Bethel, 2,098 pins and a 175 average. Tyrone Knowles bowling with Johan Pyfrom. They accumulated 2,148 pins and a 179 average. Roll and Greg Taylor, they are bowling in the last group tonight. Practice sessions for our under-17 girls national basketball team underway at the Kendall Isaacs Gym. Pharrell Davis is the head coach.
I'm just doing basic fundamental skills with them, little dribbling, passing skills, layup skills, see they can shoot the ball.
So far it's good. It helps us to get in shape and get better as a team. It builds chemistry and it also, just builds up courage.
We have a few members who was also a part of the last national team junior girls we had. They back out trying out. We have some new faces and I'm happy to see we have a lot of government school kids trying out this year. We also got to take a look at the Family Islands kids, girls also.
Being a member for the past 2 years, they teach me a lot of stuff that I didn't learn, especially around the post, drop steps, how to time my blocks.
We have about 2 more weeks of tryouts, and then we're going to also cut the team down to 15 and then down to 12. So any other young ladies that want to try out for the national team, you can come out and try out. We're here Tuesday and Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m.
It's the opening day of competition at the National Family Island Regatta in Georgetown, Exuma. Charles Fisher joins us with the very latest.
Well, thanks a lot, Johnny. We're coming to you from Elizabeth Harbour where the cup races were held today. And let's look at what happened. Man o' War, skippered by Buzzy Roll, won the Ministry of Agriculture Cup in Class E. The Commodore Emeritus Cup going in Class C to Zena. It was the New Susan Chase taking the Governor General's Cup in Class B. And in Class A, it was the Tidal Wave taking the Prime Minister Cup. Now, we don't only interview winners here on ZNS Total Sports. Slaughter finished 9th in that race. And Jason Roll joins us on the broadcast tonight. Jason, what went wrong?
Well, we got a great start. Unfortunately, we had a mess up on the way to the Windward. We went to the Windward fort, but we kind of catch back up when we go on to the Western Buoy. We was in second. Then what happened is we bunted sail and didn't bunt it back out, and the boat just stopped sailing. So we end up in 9th.
Now, you know, Slaughter is one of those Exuma boats, and this rivalry here in the National Family Island Regatta is going to be a lot of trash talking between Exuma, Long Island, and Abercote. You know about that rivalry.
Yeah, man, the Whitty K is my rivalry. They say that they only come to beat me, knowing that I am the best of the best champion. So all eyes are on Slaughter, so I got to try and live it up and try to do our best Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
How do you rebound now in basketball terms?
Well, I'm going to throw one to them tomorrow, and Friday do the same thing, and hopefully Saturday we will be victorious, being the champion.
Exuma has some of the prettiest waters in the world. How were the conditions out there today?
Well, I've been nice and calm, fairly well for sailing, and I mean for boatings and all that stuff, fairly well and as usual.
Well, joining the series races will start tomorrow, and that's where the points will be held. First up at 9 o'clock will be the C class. The B class will go at 12, and then at 3 o'clock it is the A class. Back to you.
Well, thanks a lot, Charles. Like you said, the series races start tomorrow. Last night, Stefan Olsey is going after all 3, and we can tell you he won 1 today, but of course that was a cup race in Class B. Class C, Whitty K coming 5th there, and of course inside Class A, the Running Tide coming 2nd. So Stefan with some work to do as those series races start come tomorrow. Well, the Bahamas Olympic Youth Regatta, that will take place this Friday and Saturday in Montague Bay. The best young skippers in the country will go head-to-head in a 7-race series.
We're looking at having participants from the islands, so Harbor Island, Long Island, Abaco. We expect 60, 65 sailors, of which we'll probably have a good third as being girls. This event is one of the qualifying events for the Bahamian team. There are going to be 14 Bahamians from around the islands who make it on the team. They will represent the Bahamas in the North American Championships coming up in September, beginning of October.
And that will do it for sports. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.